Hey guys, ePen2% Domino's here, and once again, I haven't made a video for a while, and I'd like to be deeply sorry about that. Really not knowing what to do anymore, but I'm probably more getting into technology stuff rather than dominoes. I've been trying to get back as much as I can into that hobby of dominoes, but just don't know if it's going to happen. But this video is basically to explain to you guys of what I've been thinking for the past week or two about a new series for either this YouTube channel, or if you guys would think it'd be appropriate to have me make a new YouTube channel for this series. So what this series would be is, it would be called OS Overview, and basically I just do a whole bunch of reviews and stuff about operating system in each video, including Windows, from Windows 1.0 to Windows 8.1, and including betas for that. And I probably won't be doing every single Windows version that it was ever released, or betas that were ever developed, but it's a possibility about Mac OS X, but do not count on Mac OS X being a choice for this. If anything, I'll probably just do a pirated copy of the older version of Mac, and so don't bet on that. And I will also be doing some Linux OSs. So I'm gonna do a first episode to show you guys what this thing is basically like, and the first OS I will be showing you is Windows 1.0. So we're taking this all the way back to 1985, and this was the first ever version of Windows. So you'll be able to see what it was like back then with MS-DOS there. So this is basically all it is. This is basically all what Windows 1.01 basically was. So you just basically have this kind of screen here with this, and I'm using VirtualBox to do this, by the way, so I don't actually have this on my computer, as you saw. So basically all this is just text files, executable files, and batch files. So not very much here, just basically a basic thing. Now I'll be going over through some of the stuff on it of Windows 1.01. So as you see right here, it says Microsoft Windows MS-DOS Executive, and it does say in fact version 1.01, and it's copyright 1985 Microsoft Corp. And this is only a 1 gig hard drive, since you really don't need much for this older than OS. So as you know, with other different types of OSs, there could possibly be a clock down in the top right. Now, the way to get to that would be to double click on clock.exe. Now, you're probably thinking, who would do that? Who would open a clock just to see what time it is? I don't know. They didn't have the kind of technology that we do now to be able to have all that stuff on the desktop and everything. So go ahead and close out of that. And another thing to mention to you guys about the operating systems, I may not be doing like Microsoft Windows and Linux and stuff in order from like 1.0 all the way up to 8.1. I might be skipping around in between these, so I might be coming from like this older OS to maybe a newer OS and something like that. But so that's basically the clock. Otherwise, all this really is just a whole bunch of executable files to do a whole bunch of stuff. And you have your calendar here, so you actually get a nifty little calendar on Windows 1.01. You actually scroll, not like scroll with the mouse, but you can pull your mouse cursor to a different time for the date. And so it's good to have that. As you can see, in Windows 1.01 they actually had a calculator. So now we'll go ahead and exit out of the calendar and the way to do this is you hold the top left button with the left mouse click, scroll down till you get to the one you want to go to, which is close for me, then you let go, handing back to you here. And so, there's really not much to show with this OS because of how old it was and what was on it basically, and what write.exe is. This is basically the what would be WordPad or Notepad now, and you can type basically anything, you know. And just to, clarify, yeah, I kind of spelled it wrong up here, so, but I got all these to be able to test out and see what it was like. So we can go and close right and not save the changes. And so this is really all Windows 1.01 was. You can still print and everything. As you can see, if I go down to print, I can print a text document to print spooler, and you can actually set that up with Windows 1.01, and you can actually move around the tiles on the bottom left. So like, say if I not close, if you hit close, it'll end your session, so you don't want to do that. If you move, you can move it to be off screen. If you double click, it comes back. So if you double click on this, see, you can actually have more than one window up at the same time, just like as it did now in Windows 8 and whatever. So this is basically Windows 1.01. I know that there was not much to talk about, so it's probably not going to be a good first episode for this, but if you guys would like to see some more episodes of this, I'd be glad to do more. If there's more, the newer OSs are probably easier to do since I'm more used to them and the way they work. So that's going to do it for me in this first episode of OS Overview. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next episode of this series. Remember to comment below if you like the series and if I should keep it on this channel or create a new channel for this. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next episode.